Hey everybody, it's Dean, and today I'm going to be showing you, what I would do to set up a new website. On my blog, deanetheridge.com, I've been talking about the best website builders for small businesses and just basically how to get a small business online presence going. And one of the first things you want to do is choose a website builder that you're happy with. And Wix and Weebly is a little bit better on SEO, so and you can get some custom templates there. It's the easiest thing to use for small business owners that don't have any technical skills. Wix is also another great website builder, but I'm going to be using WordPress for me because I'm obviously familiar with some website design and some technical stuff. But even with WordPress, it's a challenge to get a good looking site right out of the box, and unless you know exactly what to get. And I want to try to show you that today. So I've gone out and I've done all my homework, and I know what niche I'm going to be working in, and I've come up with small business marketing. That's really what I want to focus on, is helping small businesses get a better presence online. So with that said, I've picked out a domain name that's got great keyword density and should be able to rank real well. And I've got a course that I'm walking people through, and if you're watching this video, you're probably part of it now. But basically, this is the domain that I picked, 360 Small Business Marketing. Lots of searches for small business marketing tips, small business marketing consultant, and that's what we want to do. We're going to do a little bit of web design, some SEO. We have a company called iTech, so it's just part of a bigger concept. We've got directory listings we're going to do virtual tours for small businesses, but it's all part of building an iTech community really all over the country, but in my part of the world, in Birmingham, Alabama. So with that said, this is what the front of my site looks like now. This is I uploaded my theme, and this is what it looks like now. So this is the blog. There's nothing on it, so you can literally see we're at ground zero. I don't have Google Analytics set up. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to set up demo content for a theme to make it look nice. This is what it should look like whenever we're done importing the demo content, which is, as you can see, this is beautiful. And it's got great looking pictures, but if I did this on my own, it would take forever to do it. But if I could change out the images, change out the setup, it won't take that long because I can just change the wording here. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into that and show you how we do that. Okay, I went out to ThemeForest, looked at the popular WordPress themes, and I know of this one that I really love. It's called the 7, and I'll have the link just down below if you want to go check that theme out. But you can see there's some other ones here. Aveda is really nice as well. The X theme is supposedly really nice. Lots of versatility there. Bridge. But anyway, great themes, but for my purposes, I already own this theme, and I'm going to use this one. But I'm going to go out to my dashboard. We've downloaded it, and there's what's called an XML file. And I've chosen the creative version is the one I want to import. First thing you want to do is go out and you want to download the theme folder. Okay, and I go to download installable WordPress file only, and that's great. Or I can get all files and documentation, which I've done. And I want to go out to downloads, and I've downloaded the main file, which is it's a huge file, 252 megabytes. But once I open that up, you'll see that it has dummy content. Okay, and these are the different types of dummy content: business, compact dummy, creative, and the one I want is creative. So you can see this is the XML file that we're going to use to import that, and we're going to go out to my dashboard under Tools and Import. Okay, and we're going to click on WordPress. And what I did on this folder is I copied that, pasted it into my theme, so it's just standing by itself. If you have to go click multiple times, it's going to be hard to import the file. But I've already done that, so I'll go out to Import. I've copied it into Themes, and this is my file right here. This is the XML file here for Creative Demo. Okay, I want to upload file and import that. Click on download and import file attachments. Remember, this is what, let's see, this is what it looks like today. we're going to try to improve the look of that. Okay, now it says that I've imported everything, so let's go out to pages and see if anything's there. And you can see that yes, there are some things here. So I can look at my different homepage versions and see which one I like. So let's go take a look at those. I mean, this looks fantastic. It's beautiful. Okay, I could use that if I wanted. I can go to homepage version 2. And this looks really nice. This looks more like what I'm after. And then let's go to homepage version 3. Yeah, I think the other one, the version 2, is the one I'm after. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go back out to reading, settings, and then reading. And I want to set my static page to a front page. And I like the homepage version 2. And the post page I'll put on our blog. Okay, let's just save those changes. Okay, now I'll refresh the page. Now this is what my page looks like. Looks like I spent hours on this site, but you know, as you can see, it looks fantastic. Starting to look like something now. So I can always go in and change the footer, but this is beautiful, and this is exactly what I wanted. I'll go out, change the logo real quick, just to give you an idea of some of the things we can start doing to make this look nice. And what's really important is when you're importing the logo, you want to make sure that it has all your keywords, in my opinion, in the logo itself. Okay, this is a bigger file here, but you can see it says small business marketing consultant, wealthy affiliate member, web design Birmingham. Okay, and those are keywords that I want in my logo. So that's the first thing for SEO purposes that you're going to see, is it's got small dash business. I hope you can read that. I'll try to blow that up and let you see that. But it's very important when you label your pictures, especially on your front page and your logo, that it's got all these keywords embedded really in the logo. So let's double click that and I'll upload that. And this was for another site, but I'm going to crop this Dean Etheridge part out of it. Okay, so we'll go to edit image. Okay, we'll hit crop. Okay, we'll scale that, update it, and I want to go in and do the same thing into the alternative text. Okay, update it. Now it's only 43K. It's been optimized. You can go out to imageoptimizer.net and do that. Okay, and when I go out to theme options, okay, I'm going to remove this and I want to upload my logo. And I can always make changes to this. Hit select. And I'm just putting my logo in it instead of the themes logo. Now when I reset this, refresh it, it's got my logo in it. It's starting to look like something. One of the next things I want to do is I want to go in and change the title to showing the beginning things that I do. So I want to set the site title okay, and that's my site title that will show up at the top when I hover over a page. You can see that's the title there for that particular page, how to increase Google page rank. But in this, I'm going to put our tagline, your business everywhere all the time. Set the time zone, save changes. One thing I do automatically is I go out to settings and permalinks, and you want to do this right away, in my opinion. By default, it's page 123, which does absolutely nothing for SEO. But I want to use a custom structure. And what you'll see is custom structure would be your category and then your post name. So let me show you how to do that. For me, these are the most critical things that you can do right up front with getting your theme set up and your website set up. But under custom structure, you want to put in, let's just go ahead and put that in over here. You want to put in /% category %/ post name %/. And I'll zoom in on that, and you can pause the video to get that, but write that in exactly just like that under custom structure. Save the changes, and it's so critical for your SEO to get that done. Now you can do the post name and that's fine, but what you want to do is you want to set up categories and save that under a custom structure. Okay, now it's saved. Every time I write a post, let me see, I can set up categories now. Web design, add new category, SEO tips. And we're really going to be focusing on the niche small business marketing, so we'll make that one of our categories too. And this is the slug, the URL friendly version of the name. So we'll update that. And you can see design and photography, that's exactly what that category is. Let's edit that one. Under video marketing. World news, that's not going to be relevant for me. Small business news. But you get the point. We're just setting up a few categories here, and we'll go back and change that later. But the last thing I want to do, and these are just critical things that you want to do right away to get started. Okay, it's starting to look like something, and I'll show you in just a moment how to get that set up. But I want to access Google Analytics. Okay, and I've got these other websites here. I want to go to admin, go to google.com/analytics, and this is just keeping score, okay, for your website, so you can know exactly how much traffic you're getting. So I want to hit create new account, and the account name is 360 small business marketing. Industry category, let's just say internet and telecom. Change the time zone to Central Time, whatever time you're on. And this is my tracking ID. Hit accept, terms of service. And what it's doing is creating a tracking code. I want to copy that code. I want to go back to my theme options. Okay, and under general and theme options, you'll go to, you can just look around and you'll find something for Google Analytics. But in this case, I hit advanced and I found Google Analytics. I want to paste that. Okay, so this is a brand new website, never had anything on it. We're going to save options. And now it's going to track my website visits, time on page, everything I need to know, where, you know, what's working for me, so I can keep score. And this is also a tracking ID. If you, sometimes it doesn't take the full code, it'll just take a tracking ID, and that works fine. So I'm almost done here, but this is, for example, I told you that I can change the pages. Okay, and these are different versions of it. All right, so the one thing you'll want is you'll want to get a plugin called Visual Composer. Okay, and this came with Visual Composer. And what Visual Composer does is it makes these really pretty images like this. You know, the sections, I can put them in different columns. I can make sliders. It's almost like a what you see is what you get editor, but it just makes your websites beautiful. If you're not a designer, it's irreplaceable in my opinion. But let me give you an idea of what the difference between Visual Composer is. It uses what's called shortcodes. This is what Visual Composer looks like. And you see I can just go in. It's actually easier to use than this because this has all the different text for programming, web design, photography. It already set up all my tabs, so I don't have to know all these shortcodes because this theme's already provided it for me. So But if I went to classic mode, this is what you're going to see. And this is very difficult code to understand. I don't understand it. So you can see that in this, products and services, who we are and what we do. Okay. All I got to do is change. Okay, it's got a benefit in there, and I can just go in and change that, or under program, let's just go back to programming and give you an idea. This is the text that I can change. Okay, I can change this. It's got my gaps, and I can change that in there if I want to. I can change the height, the width, but I'll hit save just so you can see how that looks when I update this. And this has got all these sections I can go in here and fix if I want to. I can change the gaps, but it's just beautiful. It's got my slideshows already set up. I can go in and change my images in the slideshows, but we'll be showing you how to do that later. But hit update. Okay, and see under programming, hello world, this is a test. That's where I changed that. Piece of cake. Okay, and you can see in the general settings, I changed my title to where it doesn't say just some random website. Now it says Small Business Marketing Consultant, Web Design in Birmingham, Virtual Tours for Small Businesses, Your Business Everywhere all the time. So it's got my tagline and general directions, but this is just getting started. And you can make something look really nice without being a designer. Got my logo at the bottom. I can change colors on these backgrounds, but just really pretty. I mean, just a beautiful looking website. And I can change, okay, this is okay, you can see these are the images in the slides, and I can edit the slides if I want, but that's how you'll go in and change that. That's a background for that, and it's got a video inside the image, which is just beautiful. So great looking theme. And as you can see, I didn't have to be a great designer to get this done. Now, do I have to go out and change all this text? Yes, I do. Can I change some of these headings? Sure. The icons, that's all part of web design. So, but I do hope that helps out in showing you how you can make something look really nice fairly quickly by getting the right themes. If you get a free theme, none of this stuff is possible. Visual Composer, if you're not using Visual Composer in your websites, it's just a mistake in my opinion. But I can change anything in here in Visual Composer. Okay, all my pages are already set up, and a lot of my pages are already done and designed to where I can just go in if I want a I can set up portfolios. They're already done. So if I want to put my web design projects in here, customers that I've added, I can just change this out, which is just super nice. But I do hope that helps out. I mean, the main thing you want to do is get your dummy content imported fairly easily, get your logo in it, set up your permalinks, change your title and your tagline quickly, and you'll start to get your website looking like something. Then you can go back in with Visual Composer, and most of these themes that you're buying for $55 to $60 includes a copy of Visual Composer. Without it, it's $24 or $25 to get a license for Visual Composer, but it is well worth it. So you can see for a $60 theme, you're getting a $25 plugin that's just amazing, that will make you look a lot like a lot better designer than you actually are. But the videos on this are just clean, just a beautiful theme, and my website's starting to look like something. So I hope that helps out on how you can become a better designer, create better looking websites fairly quickly. But also it's very important with SEO and keeping score to get your permalinks set up and Google Analytics set up. So feel free to visit me online at deanetheridge.com, where I'm going to be walking you through exactly how I would set up a small business website and start to get traffic, start to keep score, and just, you know, set up some affiliate programs, but also set up some of my services that I want to sell locally and get established in my local market. We're going to be doing everything, whether you have a hair salon, a bowling alley, you know, a lawyer's office, whatever your business, your small business may be. Definitely going to want to go through this course if you're wanting to learn some internet marketing. So I appreciate you watching this video. If you have any comments for me, leave those in the comments section down below. Give me a thumbs up or share this with somebody that you think it might be helpful to. Never know who you're going to help, but sharing is always appreciated. Make it a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.